Okay boys, I was just going to make a little video on food and what I might be bringing, something of a typical food packing list of what I might bring on a 3-day trip like what we're doing. Just 2 nights, 3 days, it's not much. So you kind of have to think about what you're going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, if that's how you're going to eat. You guys know about me, I eat once a day, so I'll probably just save it all for one big frickin' meal at night. But anyway, this is typically how you might pack. So you'd have something for breakfast. You're gonna be on the move a lot, so
that's oatmeal.
Yeah, this is oatmeal. Sorry, this is instant oatmeal. And these packets are great because you can actually just rip open the top, pour hot water into the packet itself, eat it right out of the packet, and just toss the packet. You don't have to worry about cleaning up anything, bowls or cups or whatever, because that stuff is nasty to clean up. It turns into concrete if you don't wash it right away. Yeah, so then during the day you're on the move, you're probably just going to end up having something like this, like a Cliff Bar if you get snackish or peckish. And you know, if we're stopping for a longer period of time at lunch, you could have something like a Mr. Noodles or whatever, but I'd probably save something like this for nighttime or like when we've made camp, because that's when you set up everything. You set up all your stoves and your fire and stuff like that. You can actually boil water. And I have these Mountain House. This one's chili macaroni with beef and rice and chicken. They're actually decent. You just open the packet of these. You pour hot water.
Not all flavors are good though.
Not all flavors are good. Stay away from the mac and cheese. You pour hot water into it. You zip it closed. Leave it for like 5 or 10 minutes. I can't remember what it is. 10 minutes. And then you come back to it and it's a full meal. It says it's supposed to be for 2 people, but there's no freaking way. I always have 1 per person. And it's decent. And then I, you know, just for snacking and stuff, or yeah, this too. So like tortillas are good to bring, because if you bring bread, it's just going to get destroyed in your bag with stuff moving around and everything. So tortillas are great. So I bring a few tortilla shells, maybe 4 or 5 tortilla wraps, and some salami. Cut that up, and with some baby bells, cut that up and just throw it in there, wrap it up, and mayo on that, or some tortilla shells with you know, a container of peanut butter or some peanut butter and jam or whatever. You could do that. Yeah, you could bring anything really in these little containers. And so I would bring some instant coffee for sure. I wouldn't bring it in this. I'd probably just throw it into a Ziploc bag or something like that. And these little pepperettes are awesome. So I know some of you guys have dietary restrictions on no pork and stuff like that, so I'm sure there's beef alternatives to this or whatever, but
why is there half-eaten one in there?
I don't know, 8 and half ate one.
I didn't eat half. I didn't even eat half.
Okay. So anyway, these things are great because they're meat, but they don't spoil. They don't need to be refrigerated or anything. They're basically just dried. And yeah, they're good. You can cook them over a fire, over a stick or whatever. And they're really
Put the
good.
half and half.
And beef jerky. This one's empty because my kids are animals. So, but beef jerky is something that's good to chew on and get some protein in you. Doesn't spoil, doesn't have to be refrigerated. If you're gonna bring any kind of chocolate, I recommend M&Ms because they have that candy shell and they don't melt.
They do though.
No, well, it gets soft inside, but they don't melt and fall apart inside the bag. The candy shell actually keeps it all in there. And for fruit, I usually bring a few apples.
And peaches.
Because they're, you know, they might get a little bit bruised and stuff in your bag, but it's better than bringing like bananas and stuff like that. They'll get totally destroyed. And if you want, bring a, you know, a Ziploc bag of some trail mix or something. Just stuff that's like high calorie, really easy to eat without a fork and spoon. And yeah, that's pretty much it, boys. So that might be your typical, you know, layout for a 3-day trip, something like this. So I'm thinking 2 full days here, boom, boom, and then like a half day here, because our last day we're gonna be leaving, probably eat dinner on the road or something, and then just snackish stuff, you know. So yeah, that's it, boys. All right.